wondering if you're like me and you collect pearls of wisdom from books you've read, videos you've watched, TV shows, wherever. And you write them down on little pieces of paper, and then they collect on a pad of paper, and eventually you tear those pages out and stick them in a file somewhere in a file drawer. And you only look at them when you go to move and you're cleaning things out. Does that sound familiar? Or you have multiple journals all over your home that have 2 or 3, maybe 4 entries with the, done with the intention of doing it every day for the rest of your life, and you maybe come back to it 2 or 3 years later. Well, that's me. And a few weeks ago, I watched a video, a reel or something on Facebook, where someone was talking about how they collected all the things that they wrote all these years. And I thought, I know what I'm going to do. So what I did is I went and gathered them all over my house. I had them stashed. I cannot believe how many places I had these things stashed. And I still have a file full of stuff that I didn't use for this project, but I decided to compile them in a scrapbook. And then what I want to do is publish that eventually. I've been scanning the pages onto my computer, and eventually I'm going to arrange them. I published a magazine for 10 years, so I know how to organize documents that way. So that's my plan. But I thought for a minute I would show you some of this and kind of give you an idea that this might be good. And I thought these words of wisdom are valuable. They resonated with me enough to write them down and save them. And instead of having them in file drawers all over the house where I never see them, I thought it would be good to have them in a little book. So I bought sheet protectors, and I cut them out and I put them on pages, and kind of tried to make it cute. One of the reasons I did this was why I saved these things initially was because I thought these might be useful for my kids to read someday. And then I thought, you know what, these kids aren't going to read this stuff. When I die, they're going to just be cleaning out stuff. They're not going to take the time to read all this. And so I decided to put it in a book form and have it easily accessible. Plus, I can look at it too and be reminded of some of these things that meant something to me, that inspired me to change the way I'm living. So I'm going to show you a little bit of my book. And hopefully, if it's something that you do, you'll be inspired to do this for yourself, because I think it's going to be like a little form of my legacy. I want to show you what I've done. Okay, this might be a little bit wiggly, but bear with me. Okay, so this is just a little 1 inch, or I think maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inch, I don't know, it's a binder. And I just filled it with these pages. This one, this is not necessarily in the order it's going to be, but these are some of the things, and I wanted to do it in my handwritten things. So I cut them out and colored around and put some stickers on here and used different colored papers, and just decided to keep them. Here's one. Truth is power. Truth is freeing. Truth is comfort. And so on. So these are just things that meant something to me. And so here you go. And then later on, I got into some of the things that I actually wrote. There's a poem that I wrote, and this is something I wrote back when I was 20, and it's just got everything. And these are some things that some articles that I wrote, and it's been really fun to find this. There's a mermaid I drew. I actually did a mosaic of this mermaid. I don't normally draw, but anyway, that works. So anyway, that's what it is in a nutshell. Eventually, I do plan on publishing it. So I hope that inspires you to do something like this. If this is something that you've done over the years, if you've saved things or have things that you want to share, make a book. It was actually really fun. So there you go. Until next time, Have a great day.